with another episode of the You're Done podcast. She lively today, y'all. But it's your girl, Be More, nevertheless, and my girl Desto, still on maternity leave, okay? Kudos to her. I know, Miss Nova is here. But we're going to continue on with the mom series, and y'all already have met Monique. I think your episode came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So there's that. If you haven't tuned in, you're late, you're done. Go ahead and do that. And then we got a new one on, Miss Tishona. Hey, girl.
Nice intro.
But she important because she's a mom. And even though she's a mom of one, she's still important because, listen.
I feel like a mom of three.
Girl, let me tell you.
Yeah, because kids are ghetto. We love them, though, but they ghetto. But with this mom series, we're having real conversations with real moms around the realness. I know I keep saying real, but literally the realness of motherhood. Not no fluff. Again, not no Instagram. We're gentle parenting over here. No, sometimes the kid may have gotten some unholy words.
I talk to my kids like Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
We tried it, but they not gentle back.
Yeah, so you got to meet your kids where they meet you at. Yes. So with that, I know with the You're Done podcast as well, we usually end our episodes off with what are you done with? But with motherhood, you're never done, ever. So I wanted to start this conversation off with the basic question of, which I don't think moms get enough with how y'all doing today? I mean, y'all here.
Today at the fair, so he woke up excited.
Yeah.
First time riding roller coasters. The big slide, he called it. So today is a good day.
That's
We
good.
had fun.
It's a struggle. Every day I wake up not feeling well. Every day.
Every day.
From the time I wake up, everything I eat, like, yeah. Then my 2-year-old, he just don't care about nothing in life. He don't.
Oh.
He do what he want to do. We work for him. Right.
Now we work for... Okay.
Basically.
That's great.
And the videos and stuff he posted look like he run the house.
He do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now that we know who really running things, I mean, I can't say that because I feel like Deuce kind of running things over here. For sure. I had to feed him before we started because if not, that one's not gonna go well. But I'm you know what, today is a good day. You would ask me on Friday after my kid threw up in them people restaurant, ghetto. It wouldn't have been a great day. We probably would have need to postpone. Breland, the middle one.
Baby.
No, I mean he threw up on this jacket. It's in the back, so y'all ain't gonna see that. But I said I know dang on well I ain't get dressed. But listen, ghetto. Bottom line is this is what we be dealing with. And that's not even the episode, y'all. The episode today is something that I felt like a lot of women don't talk about. And I understand not saying anything publicly because your relationship is your relationship. But I think sometimes a lot of moms, without saying, it's like your relationships do shift, whether you married, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever. I done looked at Breon's and I'm 3 and done though. I say I'm on my third kid like it's more. Ain't no more coming, y'all. But I definitely had looked at him and been like, what the F are you doing? And I loved you like 2 weeks ago, but today...
Right. Today ain't today.
F you in these kids because of what are we doing? So they got the questions, but how has motherhood changed our relationship, whether it's for the good, the bad, or, just the in-between?
Me, of course, like you say, you have the good, you have the bad, the in-between, the ugly. You have it all.
Yeah.
Of course, going into motherhood, it's a beautiful thing. For me and my boyfriend, first kid, so we're both first-time parents, so it was very new to us. He works and he travels for work. So at the beginning, I had, the first few weeks with him. And then after that, I kind of had to experience the motherhood on my own. So waking up every night, every morning, doing it all by myself. It was rough at the beginning, but, eventually I got a hang of it. And it kind of just started falling into place. And ever since then, it's kind of like, oh, this is easy.
Listen.
This is easy. Not really, but
listen.
Yeah. That's a nice word.
Right? I don't know if I think once you learn your kid, it becomes easy. And it's like, okay, I know what to do with this kid and I know what to do with this kid. I mean, you only have one, but either way, you know what 3 likes, what he does, and what toy I can probably bring out so I can calm down this tantrum. But sometimes it's annoying when the dad just shows up and then stuff just settles. I'm like, nah, I've been out here fighting for my life. All my life I had to fight. I carried you. The heartburn, the throwing up, Okay, I need to poop, but I can't because I don't know what you in doing, but taking my nutrients. And you mean to tell me this man just walked up out this room? I don't be understanding that dynamic. And then for whatever reason, then it makes you be like, I got resentment towards you because I need whatever that superpower is.
Right.
I'm gonna need it now, today. And if I could steal it, I would. And I would tell him I got it, and I'm not giving it back. But Monique,
My dynamic is a little bit different. We both came in with a kid, and so we both had our own parenting. And so coming in trying to parent together, I think was a struggle in the beginning because it was like your kid versus my kid type of thing. And then now we have a kid and another one coming.
Grant. She's happy about it, y'all. We're settling in.
Not even a little bit. But yeah, so like coming into like learning how to parent together, like his certain rules, my certain rules and stuff like that, it's coming together. It's still coming together 4 years later. More of the, I would say, the meaner parent.
Disciplinarian.
I want stuff cleaned up. Like before you move to the next event, the next toy, the next outside or whatever. No, you need to clean up what you made at this table first. I'm that type of parent. And he kind of just let them do what they want to do. And then at the end of the day, it's like, all right, y'all go clean up. No. So that's just like an example. But it's like coming together after you each have a kid and then learning to parent together. It's a different thing.
And on that, sometimes I think it's interesting because we're the ones who know where everything at. You know, like they'll, like, how you want me to know where your car keys at? That's crazy, right?
Is it not on the key rack where it's supposed to be?
I'm hungry. Where is it? Well, if you don't look in the refrigerator, I don't know if I'm just supposed to be the keeper of the house in the inventory of everything.
What do they call them now? Like the main parent or something like that?
Yeah. And wasn't nobody the main character when we was making them, so I'm gonna need you to get in here and do your part. So I feel like we're like that because at the end of the day, we know we gonna be exhausted. We know it's gonna be easier to like get you in the tub, wind you down for bedtime, to get you in the bed, and they're just kind of like, "No, we'll have time." No, we're not. No, we're not. Because you just let homeboy have juice. Homeboy's on 10 right now.
You just gave him a zebra cake. Why would you do that?
Right? So now you thinking about, oh, we gonna wind down. It's like, no, you put more for the nighttime routine than that needs to be. And I don't have time for that. So maybe that's just a mom thing, though.
I think moms operate more on schedules versus dads. It's kind of like, so like you get off work and you come home, or you finally get the kids, everybody finally at home. All right, you automatically thinking, what we going to eat for dinner? Who going to take their bath first? We got everybody's clothes ready for school. If you didn't get it done at the beginning of the week, now every day we got to get clothes ready for school. Who got homework? Oh, don't nobody have homework this week? Oh, okay. Like that type of thing. And then you still have to make time for each other. Yeah. You still have to make sure your work stuff is together, or whatever it is that you have. That you have going on. It's like, he always said, you operate everything on a schedule because mentally,
we always got to work in the schedule.
It's always something that has to be done. Oh man, I didn't wash towels this week. Okay, so now we got to hurry up and wash towels so everybody can bathe. Like, that type of thing. It's like, I don't know. I do operate on a schedule.
No, because it makes sense. I think the easiest way I broke that one down to Bree is I was like, when you wake up, do you ever think, man, I ain't got no drawers? And he was like, what you mean? I said, you don't ever think, it's like, it's not even a thought process to say like, oh, I'm about to be out or something, or like, there's no towels, or there's no dish detergent. Like, that's not even a thought because you realize that I'm the one doing it. It's not just appearing. I'm not in here being Mary Poppins, you know, just popping my fingers and stuff is appearing. So if it's getting done, that means I have to have a thought process to be sure that I'm making sure all of these things happen. When your kids walk outside and they like, oh my gosh, your kid look presentable. Well, somebody had to get them ready on top of getting myself ready. So that's a thought process. And I understand, men, drop in these comments if y'all want to, acting stupid. You're going to get blocked. And I'm not saying men don't help, but there's like a different mental process. And sometimes once we get into it, instead of just I feel like, and I'm not saying all men do this, but if you can just stop and say, well, where are you today and how can I help? That'll be great, other than being like, well, you didn't tell me you needed help.
She stayed home. She was a housewife. Yeah. So the men kind of was the one to go to work, you know, bringing home the money, taking care of that type of thing. So I feel like a lot of men, if they grew up on that and they're, you know, starting their own family, they still try to bring that in, not realizing, okay, well, the woman also is working a full-time job and you still got to come home, and it's like another full-time job that she's doing when she come home. But it's like, because that one is not like a labor type of paid job, they're not looking at it as like, oh, okay, well, you're coming home just taking care of the motherly things. But I mean, in reality, it's like another job.
Yeah. No, it is. It's a full-time, part-time. Because if you look at me and tell me you hungry, knowing that other one just ripped my nipple off, all y'all can start.
I will say in my household, he's a little bit more considerate for those type of things. Like, he will come to me and say, hey, what do you need me to do? Yeah. There's something that needs to be done. So he does do that. But a lot of times he look at things, in my opinion, he looks at things from the dynamic of like his grandma, in a way like his sister operates their household. Like, they would cook. His grandma would cook every day. Like, she's cooking breakfast. She's cooking dinner. Like, they had those meals every day. Monique not finna do that. Now, we gonna eat leftovers today. We might order pizza once a week. Like, I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. Like, getting up at 5 o'clock every day to go to work and then drop kids off and everything. And it's like, we do share some of the responsibilities, but to me, I feel like majority of the workload falls on me. Yeah. Because I keep everything
afloat.
Yeah.
So
easy.
Right? Mm-hmm. So with that comes to my next question. Would you say you have any resentment at any point? Or have y'all just sat down and was like, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I need, so we can move past it? Or have you just been like, nah, I'm just over here stewing, and you say one more thing, I'm about to pop off Medea style?
To me, it's kind of like it is what it is at this point. Like, you get used to things. Not necessarily in a bad way, not necessarily in a good way, but it's like, I get mad. Like, he has the luxury, he can get up and just walk out the house whenever he feel like it and run to the store or wherever he want to go. He just get up and go, be like, all right, I'll be back.
But us as mothers got to be like, let me get this diaper bag.
Right. I got to change this pull up before we go. Like, I want to get up and just go to the store by myself sometimes. I always got kids I'm toting them around, at least one of them. Yeah. If not all three of them, then one of them. So to me, I always tell him, like, you get certain luxuries that I don't get. I can't just get up and walk out the house when I feel like it. Yeah. Like, yeah, so in that aspect, yes. Because I be wanting to do.
Right.
So, you know, currently now he's away. So the past month, a little over a month, I do every single thing. So I have to get him to the appointments. I got to get him to daycare in the morning. I got to make sure he got a ride from daycare because I work full time. And with my schedule, I'm pretty much at 9 to 5:30 during the week. So that leaves me like no time for anything. Yeah. Get up at 6 in the morning, get myself together, get him together, get him to school, me rushing to get to work. And then when I get off, I got to go get him from my mom, get home. I got to figure out what we're going to eat, get him bathed. You know, it becomes, okay, well, now we're at 10 o'clock and we're both still up. Right. And we're going to do this all over again in the morning. So that's kind of what my resentment is. It's kind of like, I get work, travel, everything. But then also when he comes home, to him, it's kind of like, I'm home, I get to relax, I'm off of work. But I'm like, I come home, you got things to take care of. I don't want to feel like now I'm putting more on him when in reality I'm not really putting more on him. It's just kind of like, oh, you're home, you got things to take care of.
Yeah. And give me some of this relief.
Right? But I think it's cool that y'all both, well, I think all three of us really have voiced it. I think a lot of women don't even voice that, because I will say, when I had Brielle as being a first-time mom, then I felt like this is stuff that I'm supposed to do because I am her mom. Not saying that Brie didn't help, but it was just like I went over and beyond. And then once I got overwhelmed, then I was like, well, where are you? Well, why, when she cried out, and he was like, well, you just hopped out the bed, which would make sense, because if he just hopped out the bed, I'm not about to roll over to be like, well, do you need me? Because, it looks handled. And so I think in the beginning, I just was like, if I'm her mom, I carried her, I birthed her, like and I hate to say it, but at the end of the day, you be like, I know you got a daddy, but mama's ride or die, you know? Right. And I think once I was able to turn that switch off and just be like, no, this is what I need. Or I would tell him the kids are going to bed at 8. I'm like, you get on my program because this is what's going to help this moving forward. And really it helped him because when the kids in bed at 8, now I got you get at least 1 hour of my time. Because at first these kids was just out here. Right. And baby, he'd be like, so you want to watch your TV? Huh? Dude, you want me to... Did you not just see... Yeah. No, I'm about to rub these feet together. Then don't you rub them. Because this is why we here in the first place. And I'm going to sleep. So don't talk to me at all. So I think the great thing is that even if you feel a little bit resentment, clearly, y'all ain't the only ones out there. But if you're not voicing what it is that you need or how your schedule can benefit everyone in the household to make things run smoother, then you kind of doing yourself a disservice. It's not always going to fall on the man. Sometimes we have to realize like we're also hindering our own selves from finding peace in our own home because we're trying to do it all, but we really can't do it all. And I'm not about to.
I can't do it all, but it's certain ways I want stuff done. And you might not do it the way that I'm going to need it done. And so now I got to go back and redo what you just did. Right. Some things I'd rather just do myself because it's like, I don't like the way
you do it. Yeah. So would that be like unequal parenting loads in a way? Yes. Or you putting it on you, or do you feel like it's just, no, because I'm not taking the trash out. And I have looked at the trash. Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, so they doing titles. First off, he done yelled at me before. Not yelled like putting me down. He'd be like, Brittany, I got the trash can, don't worry about it. So now, literally to this day, I will see the trash can. It could be raining. And I'll be like, you know what, that lid should be. And I'm like, well, not touching the trash can. So I would say there's some unequal loads, but some stuff he has set in place, and now I just be like, cool, like I don't even open the door. And sometimes I used to be like, people probably thinking that woman crazy, she literally is just standing at the door. But if he fit to come up here and be like, didn't I say don't touch the door, baby, you ain't gotta worry about me, my hands stay clean. I don't need no hand sanitizer. Why? Because I ain't touching nothing. If I'm with Breon's Terrell Moore, Brittany Moore is not touching anything. I'm just there, y'all. So I would say on my end, maybe some interesting unequal things are going on, but I don't know if I created them or if he did on that end. Not in this house, though. Nah, I done made those rules for sure, yeah. Because she saw me. Because why was they in my living room eating them pretzels? And I was ready to throw that lip gloss in the trash.
Don't touch her lip gloss. She gonna get you.
She gonna be right up in Big Bertha outside. She was gonna eat some more toys up in this house because I would throw it in the trash in a heartbeat in their face.
Lip gloss?
Girl, toys, lip gloss. I done threw one house shoe away. Because then I tell you to pick them up and she left one out. Homegirl had one house shoe. Don't play with me. I would throw it in the trash.
Yeah, I'm good with throwing stuff.
And I love it. It brings me peace.
If you want to keep it, you might want to put it where it's supposed to go. Because if I come behind you and pick it up, it's going in the trash.
See, that's how I need to get like y'all. Because I just throw it in the bin.
He knows better. I was just going to say, he don't know no better. He do know better. He do what he, like I told y'all in the beginning, he do what he want to do. Like, he is very stubborn. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you tell him to do something, go clean up. He may pick up 2 toys. And then he gonna go about his business like he don't have 50 more scattered across the floor. But I don't throw them away. Those for him because of his age group only. I think it's like an OCD thing with me now because there's a certain way I want these trucks lined up. It's a certain way these blocks supposed to go in this bucket. Like I have things set up, and he not gonna clean up how he's supposed to. But that 5-year-old,
he definitely gonna put it up.
I throw all this stuff. Well, your toy closet, because he has a toy closet. He has 2 separate closets in his room, and one of them I made a toy closet. Don't just throw stuff in this closet and close the door, because I come in here and take all this stuff out and put it in the trash. Put everything where it's supposed to go. Like, you're getting big enough to know that your area needs to be clean.
Yes.
Like, before you go to bed every night, your room needs to be clean. Your area needs to be clean. Whenever his daughter stays, before she go home with her mama, your room needs to be clean. Yeah. Like, don't just throw your shoes against the wall. No, you put them together you stack them up neatly. Like, you can't fix your bed all the way right, cool, but at least make it look decent. Yeah. Like, yeah, I think because I grew up that way, it was always like you clean up after yourself, and I try to teach them early on. So when they become bigger people, we don't have this problem because I'm not cleaning up after no teenagers. Yeah.
The devil is a lie. No, which this is not a question, but do you feel like you becoming your mom? I feel like sometimes
not my mom, probably my grandma.
I definitely feel moments where I'm like, that makes sense to me now. Because my mom would say something, I'd be like, she tripping. Like, it's really not that serious. But now I'd be like, no, that small thing is that, because I know y'all saw that on the floor. And I would leave stuff purposefully just to be like, let's see who gonna pick it up.
Who gonna pick it up? Or who gonna say, that's not mine. Such and such had that. No. I don't care who had it. If I walk back by it.
Right? And my first thing be like, well, I went in grocery shop. Should I just feed myself and not feed you? Because, listen. And they be like, well, that's not fair because I'll be hungry. And I just be like, bro, I can't win for losing. But we trying to have an understanding. I definitely feel like a lot of things that I say now, once I say it, I be like, dang, I sound just like Doris. And then 2, I be like, I was wrong for that back in 1997. I was definitely out of pocket for that. I definitely should have picked that up, and I apologize to you now. I'm sorry, Mama. But for the most part, though, Tishona, you think you act like, your grandma or your mom?
So yeah, more my mom.
Yeah.
Because once in high school, when I moved in with my grandma after my grandfather passed away, my grandmother spoiled me. So it became let's go eat out every day, or let's go shopping. And she had a Corvette at the time. And she was like, let's just go ride. And I'd be like, come on, Granny. Granny spoiled me a little bit. So maybe a little for both of them, because now I spoil my child.
Yes.
And I'm trying to get out of it.
That's lost.
Because he feel like every package that comes to the house of Amazon, Mama, that's my toy. Mommy, that's my toy. Daddy got me a toy. Mommy got me a toy. I'd be like, not today. Not today. You got to be good, and then maybe we'll think about it.
Right? I'll leave a box right by the door. Touch it if you open. I wish you would open it.
Oh my gosh, he be trying to, because he'll see me like when I be using my knuckles to try to open it, so he be in there trying to open it. He be like, Mama, I can't do it. I'm like,
because it's not yours. That part. Not everything is for you. Ooh, this was the one when I was like, I don't know if we want to talk about this, but we gonna talk about it, y'all. Just a little bit, because I don't need you in my bedroom, because that's my bedroom. But rebuilding intimacy after kids. This question hit because I got my tubes taken out. Not tied, not burnt, not cut off, whatever your mama said back then. They are, if you was going on the Sam Houston Tollway, yeah, that bridge ain't there no more. You can't go on it. Ain't no way to get there. That's what I look like in the inside. And I'm very happy about that, right? But I felt like, and on my third kid, it was harder. Well, first off, after having Deuce, I went through a lot more postpartum than I did with my girls. So that was already an interesting situation of like getting myself back on track. And then once I got the tubes out, then that was another 2 weeks of everything. So we talking about like 4-month span of me feeling like I don't know who I am, or what's going on with my own body, and like trying to get myself on track while breastfeeding a baby and then taking care of 2 other kids. And now you talking about still, like Tishona was saying, still having that time with your significant other. And it's like, how do we get back to that when sometimes I'm looking at you like, I don't want to be touched. I barely understand what's happening. So you need to back literally all, when I say all the way up, if I can't see you, that's perfect. That's how far you need to be.
Right now, I'm never... Like I say, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, I don't feel good. So it's like I'm never, but knowing that a man has those needs, it's like, who else is supposed to get it from?
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to do something.
Yeah.
So during pregnancy, I mean, you still got to give them that. And it's like, you really may not be in the mood, you may not want to, but it's kind of like, well, I mean, that's part of I don't want to say your duties, but it's part of your job.
Yeah.
Like, as their woman, it's part of your job. After a baby, of course, you had that time where don't you dare to say don't do it. Don't do it. Other thing. But don't do that.
That part.
So it's like, again, it's like a compromise thing. It's like, okay, well, I can't do this, but I can do this to make sure that you still get what you need. But yeah,
No.
For me, after it was different. First child.
It is different.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, how do we jump back into this routine when you have this, now another person in the room with you?
Right.
And then I'm just gonna go into like now. So like our child is 3, and unfortunately he still sleeps in the bed with me. Because again, his dad travels, so it's a free bed. Might as well just let him stay in the bed with me. But then when daddy is home, it's kind of like, okay, let's get you out of here.
Yeah.
So we're at the point of where it's like now, okay, once he goes to sleep, we got other rooms we can go to. So you go to the other room and you have your fun in the other room, do what you can. But again, once he feels you're not in the bed, he comes searching.
Yeah.
But we've got to the point now where it's like, okay, let's see if my mom will keep him for a few hours while we go home and do what we got to do.
That part.
You kind of got to find ways now.
Listen, Tishona got a whole plan. Because I'll be like, baby.
When these kids go to sleep, we got a whole nother room we can go in.
Yeah.
So I have like a baby monitor still that faces my bed. Because Colin still sleeps with us. Or me, depending on if it's just me and him in the room. We get the monitor. So we have the camera. If he wake up, we gonna hear it.
Yes.
But we in this other room. Once Brylan is asleep, okay? That is my child. Once we sleep, that is it. That's all. He not getting up now. He gonna talk. He gonna have a whole conversation in his sleep to make you think that is he. But no, he sleep.
Yeah.
So we ain't gotta worry about him. Nobody else is gonna come interfere with that. But
they don't want you to be great.
Got time.
Yeah.
But it takes away from your sleep though, because again, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, now we up 11, 12 o'clock just to get this in, and now I get 4 hours of sleep.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm telling you now, I'm not putting nothing over my sleep, because when I don't sleep, that's not the version of Brittany you really want to meet. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I put sleep. When people be like, especially as the person who's the fitness trainer here, when people like rest is important, I'm like, rest is never my issue. Now I may have skipped lunch, but I didn't skip out on no sleep. And Breon's already know, because he'll be like, you just hit the bed and go to sleep. Baby, I don't. When I lay in my bed, my body is like shut down. It don't, like, I'm like a computer. Don't talk to me. I'm done. I don't even know what we talking about. If you thought we was,
if I go sit on the couch too long,
done.
Sleep.
I cannot sleep like that.
What? Out of there. Don't.
Girl, I pull this blanket up to my neck.
And we're no longer having a conversation. So if anything is happening, no consent here, because homegirl is asleep, is all I'm saying. I am knocked out. So I think I will say I'm blessed that I have a husband that's like, that understands that, because I've been with some people and they're just like, oh, well, he definitely can't go without. And so you doing stuff, like you say, before your doctor has even cleared, just like they have no understanding. Like, oh, well, you fine, the baby fine, your body was made for it. Right. If you don't shut up and like, bro, I just pushed a whole human out. I'm not an anaconda, but if you look down there, you saw that baby head coming up out of there. That's crazy work. Even a C-section is crazy. So I do appreciate that we have men that understands that, even though God has specifically made our bodies do these miracle works, that they're honoring like that time to give us rest, because giving birth is not easy. Like that water break is not like, oh my gosh, you're about to push out a baby. It's like a freaking marathon. No.
Oh, you had a C-section. That you all right. Baby, they cut through 7 layers. They had to stitch all of that up. Like,
I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but for me, it wasn't that bad with the C-section. I didn't have a horrible recovery.
My first C-section, wonderful. That lady say, girl, you up and moving. The nurse, she say, you up and moving. I thought you had a vaginal the way you up moving around this room. Oh, baby, I'm just trying to get up out of here. Right. The second C-section was horrible. Like, that's why I was like, I'm not having no more kids. So this unplanned kid right here, he or she wasn't even supposed to be here, because I was not planning on having any more kids. But that C-section was so traumatizing. Like, they didn't numb me enough. So I didn't get an epidural. I got some other shot. I can never think of what it is. So every incision they made, I felt it. Every stitch they made, I felt it. And I told the nurse, I was like, I can feel that. She was like, what do you mean? It's a white lady.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I said, I can feel that. And she's like, well, you're not supposed to. Duh. I know that. We know that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you. I was like, it's not excruciating pain, but I feel it. And I'm not supposed to feel that. Like, the pressure that's there when y'all take the baby out, that I'm supposed to feel. And mind you, Colin got stuck a little bit. So it took them a minute to actually get him out. So
Colin been running things since delivery. That's what. He on his own time. I bless you.
And so that's why I will never have another kid. Like, I'm not. So this one here,
this is done.
Baby, when she cut me open, I can't wait to go to my first appointment so I can tell her, take the tubes. I don't want to come back for you to have to take them out. When you cut me open and you take him out, you take them tubes with you.
That part. Take it all out. I love being part of this community. And I call it the No Tube Club. And people be like, you shouldn't, girl, shut up. If you want to have your own TLC show, you be my guest. Be fruitful and multiply as many times as you want to. Yeah. But no. Yeah, we have multiplied by 0. So every time, it ain't never going to happen. I'm so excited. Welcome to the club. Tishona, whenever you're ready, come join us. Yeah, Tishona is way behind, first off. So get caught up, okay? Get caught up with us.
Catch up. I'll try.
Yeah. I mean, she got the plan, y'all. We got hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, other rooms. Right. And now when I come over there, just tell me what room I'm supposed to be. But with my very last question, I want to just ask y'all, what has motherhood taught you?
Patience.
Yes, that's a good one.
Try not to think about yourself, because it ain't just about you no more.
That part. Dang, that was a good one, Tishona. Patience is, because sometimes I be having to hold my tongue.
Yes.
I got to really think. Not somebody calling me in the middle of the podcast. I apologize, y'all.
Yeah, patience, restraint, because I be wanting to snatch them up sometimes, especially...
She gonna keep calling, right? They want to be on the episode. Girl, call me back.
Like sometimes, like my mom and my auntie, they baby brawling.
Yeah.
I yell at him and they say, "Why do you handle him like that? Why do you have to talk to him like that?" Because he know what he be doing. He act like a baby in front of y'all because that's how he gets his way. I don't do all that. Like, he's becoming a big boy. He needs to toughen up. Like, he too timid. And I hate that for him, because then he go to school and the kids be bothering him, and he fight back sometimes, but then other times it's like he have his moments like, I need my boy to toughen up. Yeah. Because y'all not going to be here forever to save him. I'm not going to be here forever to save him. Like, I need him to know how to stand on his own. But it's like, having patience with other people too when dealing with your kids, because grandparents think they can just overstep their boundaries because they're grandparents, and sometimes you be having to put them in their place and let them know, baby, we're not gonna do that. Yeah. I said what I said. He can't have it.
That part. Standing on business. Now that I have a 9-year-old, I think the biggest thing motherhood has taught me is like, you can't always plan everything. And what I mean by that is like, I want my kid to always, not always, but I want my kid to be a kid while they're a kid. Mm-hmm. And sometimes she comes home and she'll say something that I'm like, well, yeah, sometimes I'm like, who said that? Or like there was a girl on the bus who made a racial comment, and it wasn't directed at Brielle, but I'm like, it's only a matter of time. If y'all sit next to each other, that it's going to be directed at you. So it's like certain things I had to stop telling myself, she's too young to know. I mean, of course I say things that's on her level. I don't go too far. I mean, just as we was watching, I think it was like Dancing with the Stars, and there was a guy talking, but then when they came out to dance, he was a woman. I wasn't ready. I didn't know what to say or what to do. And I was just like, yeah, you saw what you saw. And so, I mean, Brie and I, we had the conversation, we sidelined ourselves and then we came back to it. But it's like, it's just like, just be Brielle, you know what I'm saying? Right. And when people are like, well, in this world and kids are born this way, and I'm not talking about the community for somebody to try to come for me on that. I'm just saying we feel like things aren't taught to our kids. And my child, I actually had to sit and talk to her about race. She literally told me my mama was peach. Baby, everybody was something out that 64 box of crayons. And I don't know how we got to peach, but baby, I was brown. She was, Deuce was white. And so there was no like, we are black. These are white people. These are Mexicans. It was like, nope. You brown, you tan, you peach. And then when I told her Destiny was black, she was like, for real? She was like, but she got a little bit of white, because when you mix white and brown, you get like light brown. And I was like, no, Destiny is just black, you know? So that's not how any of this works. So I feel like I had to learn with somebody who is as structured as I am, and like you were saying, like being on a schedule for everything, and then, you know, finding time and place to do stuff. I had to realize, like, sometimes the world says screw your plans, you know, and I have to figure out where she is at that time, and I have to keep up with that. And then having kids at different age groups, that makes it even harder, because sometimes I'm asking my 5-year-old to like, go do this with your sister, but I'm like, okay, she shouldn't be doing this at 5. So it's very hard in having a newborn. So I think sometimes I gotta slow myself down, and then just realize, like, I got to take my kid where they are, you know, instead of just like, well, these are my plans and this is what we going to do. Because God don't give a crap diddly do about your plans, by the way. And neither do these kids, because they get old. But we love them, like I said. But nonetheless, while we was talking about grandmothers, that's exactly who was calling me. They grandmother. But I thank y'all for coming. Episode.
Me again.
I know, we had so much fun. Y'all gonna see them again, because I think Tishona enjoyed this.
I did.
Yes.
I said I was
a little bit more.
Tishona be having a lot to say, y'all.
I do.
She be, yeah. Sometimes she just be telling, I be like, I can't believe she just told me that. I was like,
I can't tell Brittany too much. I can't, because she be grossed out sometimes.
by the way, she's they're not dating y'all together.
Yeah.
I said like y'all just met, but she's with my cousin, and so sometimes it is like, ew, he not even that cute. He is, but you know when it's your cousin, it's like, all right, he all right. So, yeah, you know, it's all good. So it's crazy that we, you know, started off as classmates, and it's like our kids are cousins, like real life family members. It's kind of interesting, right? Yeah, like, no, for real, don't date him. That's weird. That's your cousin. So thank y'all so much for coming on for this mom series. I loved it, and if you like it, you better like, share, and let me stop threatening these people. Yeah,
like, share, and subscribe.
Look at that. 2 more episodes of the mom series. So y'all got more. We got more things to talk about. So we see y'all in the next one.